We're coming to you live from the Build for Tough studio. Boomer assigns to Greg G and audience. Boomer and Gio on the fan. Simulcast across the country on CBS Sports Network. And wherever you're on the free Odyssey app. Good Tuesday morning. The championship glow still burning bright, which is a great thing because we can continue to ignore the Mets, who are awful. Another brutal night for them, but doesn't matter in our world because we're watching the Knicks on the Today Show. We're watching the Knicks on Good Morning America. I didn't watch Jalen Brunson on The View, but I did see some clips last night on Jimmy Fallon. They are everywhere, and I certainly watched Mikal Bridges on his Instagram Live, which was absolutely unbelievable to see this guy's personality pour out raw in the way that it did. We knew that things weren't going great for him during the regular season. He was the guy that Knicks fans were targeting, and for the right reasons, and he just kept quiet, never did any passive-aggressive CeeLoing on social media and posting anything, never said anything in a press conference, wins a championship with the Knicks, has a few drinks, and lets it fly. And I was happy to see that, man. This has been fun the last couple of days. Obviously, the parade on Thursday, it continues. Good morning, Boomer. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, G. And to Victor go the spoils. And, listen, they are the heroes of New York City right now. And look, we all should be just in awe of everything that they're going through, which I think we are. Here, I have a question for you. Nobody has been able to answer this yet.
Is this a trivia question?
No, it's not a trivia question.
I was going to say, I can't trivia question at 6:02. I'm not ready for that.
No, this is something that I'm sure we can create some headlines with this. I haven't seen this anywhere. So I was just thinking about this last night. I mean, they're doing all this stuff. They're going to have this great parade on Thursday, and Mayor Mondami thinks, and probably rightfully so, is going to be the biggest ticker tape parade that this city has ever seen because of the amount of fans that the New York Knicks have and the amount of reaction from that fan base. So I would think that Thursday is going to be amazing here, and then they're going to go see the mayor. They're going to be given the keys to the city. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. When does Jim Dolan tell his team that we're going down to visit my good friend Donald Trump in the White House?
Oh.
That's what I can't wait for. And hopefully they all go. Hopefully they go just like they're doing everything that they're doing here. I would love to see them be honored at the White House. Given this is the 250th birthday of our great nation, wouldn't it be wonderful to see the Knicks standing there with a huge Knicks fan who happens to be the president of the United States?
I know. I think for sure, just because Jim Dolan's relationship with these players looks very, very strong right now, and obviously it is. And if he says, hey, we're going to go and do that, even if there were some players on the team that did not vote for Donald Trump or didn't support his policies, they definitely go out of respect to their owner. So, yeah, I mean, everybody
Well, you go out of respect to the office is why you go.
But you know what I mean. Yes, of course. Okay. I understand that. I'm just saying that they may be thinking a certain way and going – we've seen it with other presidents, too. It's not just the Republican Donald Trump presidency. There's been others who, guys who haven't gone for whatever reason. And all of those times that athletes haven't gone, regardless of who's in office, we have had an issue with because it is respect for the country in the office. But even if they do feel that way, that's what I'm saying, I still think they go because Jim Dolan right now and those guys are peas in a pod.
I would think so. I would think that, everybody can get over the political nature of all of this. Look, when a mayor of a city hands out keys to the city, whoever the mayor is benefits from that politically. And it doesn't matter if it's a socialist mayor. It doesn't matter if it's a Republican mayor. It doesn't matter if it's a reasonable Democrat mayor.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all, they benefit. They benefit from it because of the popularity of the team. And doing the right thing by the team, which this mayor happens to be doing, I'm all in support of.
Yeah.
I have no problem with, the New York Knicks going to a socialist mayor and saying, we're the champions, here are the keys, and the mayor basking in the glow of that championship.
Sure.
So that's the political part of it, of course. Look, you have a legitimate Knicks fan sitting in the White House who actually came to a game.
Yeah.
And the first sitting president ever to go to a NBA championship game, which is amazing in its own right. So you may not like it. I don't really care if you do or you don't. The fact of the matter is, if they do get invited, it'd be an interesting dynamic to see whether or not they go.
They'll go.
I hope they go.
I don't know. You don't think it's a lock?
I have no idea. I really don't. I mean, this.
I think they're going.
You know why? You know
They're
why?
going.
You know why? Because it's just the world we live in right now is kind of like, it's either you or them, you or them, you or them, and it's in every aspect of our lives now. And I just think that they're being honored by the city on Thursday, which is great, and I think it's awesome, and I think everybody should be out there, and I think they should treat it like it's New Year's Eve. Be safe, be smart, be joyous, be happy. We haven't seen this in 53 years.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, now the Seattle Seahawks haven't gone to the White House. They won the World Championship. They won the Super Bowl. They haven't been to the White House.
They haven't?
No, they haven't.
Did they get invited?
It's a whole question. Have they been invited? Haven't they been invited? And there are some that have speculated that they weren't invited, but others that are saying that even if they were invited, they weren't collectively all in the same place and couldn't make it to the White House. I mean, it's a thing. Let's face it. It is 100% an issue.
Yeah. 1 day ago, the Seahawks White House visit apparently isn't happening. That's NBCSports.com.
That would be Pro Football Talk.
Yeah, Pro Football Talk. Yes, there you go. Yeah, so one thing's for sure. I don't know a lot about these guys' personal lives, or if I did, I certainly didn't. I was way off because there's a lot of these guys the last couple of days where I'm seeing sides of them that I never saw. So I couldn't tell you where a lot of these guys lie politically, what they think, if they're even interested in it or not. I have no idea. I don't know.
Did you see any of the – I watched some of this. Did you see any of the UFC fights? I
saw the highlights. I did not see it live.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was incredible. There were 80,000 people in and around the south lawn of the White House. Yep. And the fights were amazing. They all went out TKOs. The production I'm assuming that it's Paramount Plus was the one who was producing. I'm not sure who was producing it.
Executive producer Stephen Waldron on this, by the way. He was the one who.
I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah,
the whole thing was amazing.
That's the thing that we got. What he was wearing.
That's exactly
right.
Look
at that. They sent us the exact thing that the fighters were wearing, walking out of the White House.
Yeah, I saw all this stuff. I mean, like I know that
Rami didn't get one, but the rest of us got one.
Well, yeah, that's right. But the point being is that we.
That's awesome. It's even cooler now.
We ended up coming in here Monday talking about the Knicks, and we were just overwhelmed by all of that. But then Sunday night was the UFC on Flag Day, and it was incredible to see.
Yeah, I saw the highlights. I'll be honest, I was exhausted with the Knicks celebratory weekend. We had a dance recital on Sunday night as well, and once that was over, and we went to by the way, I mean, I was living. The dance recitals at East Islip High School, and we go to the Oakity Diner afterwards.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
man, you were living my life,
exactly.
Man.
It was all Boomer everywhere. I'm like, I can't get away from this guy. After that, I went to sleep. But I did wake up. I saw a lot of these highlights, even though it was a Knicks day. Yeah, it looked great. I mean, it looked great on TV. And
the fights were
UFC
amazing.
UFC and Paramount Plus, and it was a big deal for them. And I think that they really, really went well.
It looked fantastic, and it just. Dana White is exhausted because this is a one-off, man. I'm never doing this again.
Well, sure, yeah, it's got to be. I mean, you talk about the security and everything else, and it's it's definitely one of one. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, interesting question. I do think that they will end up going. I do think that Mayor Mondavi is right about it being the biggest parade we have seen here. If you just look at some of the reaction from everywhere and everybody jumping on this thing, I really do hope that there's not going to be violence like we've seen in certain areas after the celebrations. I want to set some over-unders, though. We should set some over-unders before Thursday.
No, I think it's going to be more. And I know people do get arrested on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be more of a festive kind of jubilant. And there will be kids there. There will be kids there that aren't taking a Regents exam that day.
Right.
There will be kids there. There'll be young kids there.
Here's my question, though. What time? Like, I haven't set them yet, but like if I do number of arrests, like 14 and a half, deaths, like a half, you got to put like a half a death as a line, So, I'll set these lines.
Market have anything? Or
no, I haven't yet, but I haven't looked yet.
I know FanDuel doesn't mess with this kind of stuff.
No, they do. They got FanDuel predicts, but
yeah, but they don't have like that kind of thing.
I don't think they have that, but I'll set some lines. I'll just set some lines. But the question is, when is the cutoff? Because
it's got to be like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
See, if that's the case, then yeah, you're going to have more of a celebratory thing. It's the people that come in, Like, because I already know
The bridge and tunnel
probably
people. Are you saying bridge and tunnel people? Is that what you're saying?
B&Ts, man.
That's us.
B&Ts.
We're B&Ts.
Because I've talked to a lot of my B&T friends, and they're coming in on a train and plan to get completely waffled and then hang out in the city and then come home at night.
Let me ask you this question. So Jenny from the block said you're not a New Yorker if you're not from one of the 5 boroughs.
No, that's
what about the rest of us? What about the B&T people?
No, the B&T people,
Especially
for sure.
if you're coming in from Long Island or Staten Island. I can understand if you're coming in from Jersey.
Well, that's a borough. But no, Jersey, the Jersey's definitely got suburbs that if you could consider yourself.
But you consider yourself a Jersey, a Jerseyite, a Jerseyan?
Yeah,
I don't consider these guys, or Al, I don't. Rami, where do you live, by the way?
North Jersey.
Yeah, see, he's a Jersey guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys consider you're not New Yorkers.
You said that very flimsily, by the way. That was I was going to let it go, but I don't think I can. He goes North Jersey. North Jersey. Come on, have a little balls, for God's sake. Yes. I live in North Jersey.
So you guys are not New Yorkers, right? But you do have New Jersey Stadium over there, so
that's
maybe
why
it
it's
could
confusing. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't consider myself a New Yorker now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but Gio and I, we pay state taxes.
I pay state taxes,
We work
too.
in a city.
Same here.
No, we're talking New York state taxes.
Yeah, I think I pay New York state taxes because I work here.
We're city taxes.
And city taxes.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, I'll show you my pay stub. I'm paying for all those social programs you guys root for.
That we root for?
Who's you guys?
That we root for?
What?
Hey, you know, Jalen Brunson ain't rooting for those.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, well, he mentioned it. He did mention the taxes.
Well, hell yeah, he did.
But no, of course I consider myself a New Yorker. What are you, nuts? Jennifer Lopez wanted to alienate all the frickin' Long Islanders? Ridiculous.
I understand what she was saying, but she basically, well, what about people from Westchester?
Yeah, they're fine. It's just like upstate New York. Those are not New Yorkers.
Where's the cutoff line there? Is it Dutchess County? Where's Orange County?
SUNY New Paltz.
So anything south of SUNY New Paltz?
Yeah, that's what I'll tell you why. Because when I was,
is that the end of the train line? Is that the end of Metro North? Where's Metro North?
That's a really good question. But I just know when I used to, because I went to Ithaca for a few years before transferring back to Hofstra, and when I would pass SUNY New Paltz, I was like, all right, I'm going upstate now. That's what I used to think in my head. So the last stop on Metro North.
Isn't that up by? Come on, Silo Ridge.
Really? Goes that far up?
I think so. Amenia,
New York, most northern stop on Metro. Because then we can't go by that. Then if it goes up that high.
I mean, but that is a commuter line.
The Wasaic Station in Dutchess County.
Okay, so Dutchess County.
I can't. I don't know about that. That's too far north.
That's still, you feel that's like, how about Poughkeepsie?
All right, I could. Yeah, you know what?
Poughkeepsie. Anything under Poughkeepsie, south of Poughkeepsie?
Certainly, that 84 Brewster, exit, like that way up. That's way too high. Like that when you get on 84 to go up to Brewster. That's way too. So I'll say Poughkeepsie. Yeah, I like Poughkeepsie.
You like a Poughkeepsie then?
Yeah, well, I mean that's where I feel that's strong right now. I'll have to do. How was it prepared for this conversation about where upstate New York really starts? But I'll take a look there. I'll take a look at the break and give you an exact
but you're
answer.
saying that all your B&T's guys are coming in and they're going to get waffled and they're going to be hanging out in the city all day.
Oh, you kidding me? You know how many people, you're going to stay in? You're already there. Yeah. I'm like, listen, man, the celebration's going to be great. It's awesome. I'm happy for you if you could go and enjoy yourself. I mean, for me, and getting home and then coming back in the next day and everything
I'll tell you what, the New York State and New Jersey basically got lucky, but fortunate. I'll use the word fortunate.
Okay.
That the Knicks won in 5 as opposed to having a game tonight. Because you have the soccer game today.
Yeah. Who's France is playing today?
Yeah, France.
And they're like, that's a big team with
that
Mbappe.
Is a huge Mbappe.
Yeah, the French.
Huge fan base. A lot of Frenchies running around here.
Things not going well for France in sports these days with Wembanyama out.
You think he shows up to the French game?
Hell no.
You think he would come to New York, New Jersey Stadium to see France?
Hell no.
You sure?
He ain't going to be there. No way, no how. Now, if they had won the championship and he was doing his celebratory deal, which he didn't even come close to winning, then maybe. But he's not going to show his face. No way.
All right, so he's not going to show his face here to support his country's soccer team, which is huge back home.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you think the French would be disappointed in that?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
You're speaking for
I'm speaking for the French here.
You know
Yeah,
anybody who's
very
French?
confidently. Yeah.
I have a French friend.
Oh, well, ask him these questions. Yes, we also. I'm not a Frenchman, nor am I an upstate New Yorker.
And by
You
the
throw
way,
these
did
questions at me.
you ever see Youssef yesterday?
I did. He wasn't here. He wasn't here.
Do we know?
What's that, Rami? Huh?
I saw him. He made it back from the stadium.
Oh, he did. Okay.
He was
How
not
was
here when I was here.
Was he in a good mood?
He was in a great mood. He had a great time, he said.
He loves the ties.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a draw for Morocco against Brazil is huge.
Yeah, but Morocco's a top 10 team. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but they were like big plus money to draw though, so it was definitely.
You think he bet on Morocco?
I don't know. I don't know if he's a gambling man, but he did say I will sign before the game. He said I'll sign for a draw. I'll be happy with a draw. It'd be great. Now they're up 1-0 in the game. Maybe that changes things. You don't sign for the draw when you're up 1-0.
It's like your Vikings. Hey, listen, I'll give me a tie here, and I can get to the playoffs. I'll take it, and then you're up by 3 at the end of the game, and then you give up a touchdown pass.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not drag me back into my sports negativity after one of my teams wins a championship? Why not do it?
All right, so you think the Knicks will go to the White House?
I do. I mean, I could very well be wrong about that, but my belief is that if they're invited, which I believe they will be invited, they will go.
How could they not be invited?
Well, yeah,
I mean, with
don't.
Penn
Well, you're
Station,
telling me about the Seahawks thing. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
here.
I mean, with the whole, you have to understand this is all tied in together. You have Penn Station that is being rebuilt by $9 billion that will probably inflate to $20 billion from Amtrak, and who controls the money right now as we speak? The Trump administration.
Yeah.
Right, and who
feds.
wants to keep Madison Square Garden right where it is? Jim Dolan.
Yeah,
and those guys are buddies.
You were full Phil Simms mode right now.
Well, all right, there it is. Look at that. You like it?
Yeah, I mean, whoever cameraman's holding this has got the shakes, but other than that, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. So that's the rendering of what the new Pennsylvania station with Madison Square Garden in the same spot is going to look like.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey. One of these things, man. Everything coming together.
This will be interesting. This will be the next interesting thing that the Knicks will have to deal with.